Hi, this is KRYPTYNYTE, and I'm making a video in defense of MontanaDeLeon. Now, I did get an opportunity to view a few of her videos, and I did get an opportunity to view some of the responses to them. And I have to say that I was quite surprised by the very passionate and ugly backlash that she got. I just thought a lot of it was unnecessary. A lot of it was overly dramatic. A lot of it was just very, very uncalled for. I did not hear her refer to too many people, or I don't think I heard her at all refer to people as bitches and different things like that, but I noticed that there are people who made videos in response to her that called her a lot of names, and I didn't know if they had met her and had been wronged by her and therefore decided to kind of call her those ugly names. But that to me is a testament of how so many times black men are just too comfortable with being disrespectful to black women. And you know who you are. You calling people bitches and acting real ridiculous in your video against her because you differ in your opinion, and you have a right to differ in your opinion. But what you don't have a right to do is abuse and use abusive language simply because you find what she said to be a counter to whatever is in your head or whatever belief system you hold. She has a right to call men who are positive step parents or surrogate parents, whatever you want to call it, special if she wants to. That is her right. Free fucking country. And in my opinion, if you are a male and you are a single parent, you have multiple babies, mamas, or you're a woman, you're a single parent, you have multiple baby daddies, or even just one. I mean, and someone comes in and they bond with you and they bond with your children, then that's fine if you guys to decide to be a family together for whatever reason. There are times, I mean, I've dated men who have had children, become very close to the children, have been active in the mom role, and it has benefited the children, it has benefited me. When I got into my last relationship, my last boyfriend was very, very kind to my children, and more so than me some of the times. And so I don't think that everybody is opposed to dating women with children. I'm certainly not opposed to dating men with children. I like children, so I don't have this crazy passionate soapbox stand where I'm going to malign a single parent. I am currently a single parent. So, and I don't think that children are a liability, but that's just my opinion. If you are a man and you don't want to date a woman who has children, that is your right. And in fact, I don't think a woman who has children would want to date you if you don't like children. It's just not for everybody, and not everybody is emotionally, financially, or prepared, or even they're not even obligated. So if you don't want what you call a ready-made family, that is your right, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But what is wrong is to malign or put down people who don't mind it, who don't see the situation like you do. So when people say, okay, I like this lady and I don't mind children, doesn't make that person a patsy or a bad person. It just simply means that this person doesn't see children as a liability. It doesn't see women with children as damaged or broken. And I just find it ironic that men with children are coming against women with children so strongly. I mean, it's just another testament to more hypocrisy, more lunacy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Another thing, I'm a big girl, and I have stated it many times, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm an attractive woman. I'm an accomplished woman. I'm a kind woman. And I don't understand why any woman, large or small, would be angry if MontanaDeLeon did a video on how to get back into shape. That is something good and something positive. So I think that if you are a big girl and you've always been a big girl and that's just your body type, then, you know, accept yourself. And if people don't accept you, fuck them. I mean, seriously, just fuck them. But don't put down somebody who is into fitness or who has advice on how to get fit. I think that's always a good and positive thing, because everybody needs to try to be more fit, no matter what size you are. You know, that's just the bottom line. For me to be a large person and say, oh, you shouldn't try to be fit, that would be wrong and counterproductive to everybody. Also, what is considered beautiful or fine varies for everybody. So some people like the big girls, some people don't. Some people like the big guys, some women don't. So it's just variety is out there in the human species, and it's out there for everybody. So your definition of fine is always exclusive to you. And I really, you know, it's really, really funny to me when I see people who are not fine define fine. It's always real funny to me. That is always hilarious. You're not fine, but you have like huge standards. I don't know. It's always good for a laugh, and y'all know what I'm talking about. So I just think it's really sad that Montana has had to endure some of the verbal abuse. And I think I was listening to Styles' video, and he said something to the effect that she's like selfish or something. If I'm misquoting him, then excuse me. That she is the type, has a mindset that she wants somebody to come in and take care of her kids or whatever. I think she stated that they're good. I didn't listen to all of her videos, but I don't think she asked any of you guys to come help her with her kids. I don't think she knew about you guys or cared about you guys. And I think if she like saw you guys and stuff, I still don't think that she would approach you guys for help or anything like that with her kids or to date her or whatever. I mean, so I don't understand why everybody has this like really passionate and ugly stance against her. If somebody comes in for her and they like her and then they bond with her children and they help to take care of each other and build a family, that's a very good thing. So it doesn't make that person a simp, Styles, simply because he likes her or he might bond with the kids. And maybe pussy is your primary motivation. But it isn't for every evolved person, every evolved male. Some people like kids. Some people are mad at stepchildren. You know, children are not some kind of bad liability for everybody. So I just thought that it was kind of really cruel and mean. I know you like to say you're like keeping it real, and the more cursing you use, the more abusive you are. I guess that's the real or more real that you can be. But I mean, it was just really uncalled for. It was kind of ridiculous. It went off on some kind of tangents that didn't apply to her videos. I just say if she's doing her own thing, trying to make her money, trying to promote what she thinks, let her have her opinion, you know, without abuse. It's one thing to counter, to come back intelligently, to come back and say this, that, and the other. But it's one thing just to be straight ugly, straight abusive, straight mean, call a girl crazy. You're not the only one. I've heard other videos where she's being called crazy. I think Captain Solo said she was out of her fucking mind. That girl, I thought that was ironic right there. I really did. But I mean, that's just her opinion. That is just her opinion. So that's my defense of MontanaDeLeon. That's my opinion on people who date people with children. You know, you don't like children, you want a ready-made family. Guess what? There's not a gun to your head to date people with children. Really, there isn't. And if you have children, you're a single dad or you're an unmarried father, wow, shut the fuck up, because you don't have a fucking reason to like put somebody else down. Especially when you always got a game or a hustle, you know, and you wouldn't mind getting a woman to help you. Anyway, this is just my opinion. KRYPTYNYTE out.